Hey guys, welcome to the ND72 YouTube channel, and this is my CLK55. Hey guys, welcome to the channel. It's Adam ND72. So today we got the CLK55. If you guys remember, I crashed it not too long ago, but I finally got some well-needed body parts. So what we got here, we got a fiberglass, I think they call it a Black Series hood. So we got a fiberglass hood for this. I got some now fiberglass fenders and a fiberglass bumper. So we're gonna fiberglass the whole front end of this car and hopefully drop a lot of weight. All right, what we're gonna do first is put this hood on. So we just unwrapped this. It looks pretty cool so far. It's got these cool little vents in it. It looks like this hood comes with, like, I'm hoping everything should just go on with minimal drilling and cutting. But I think this hood looks pretty nice. So we're gonna pull this one off and see how much it weighs. All right, so we got the old hood off. It was basically 3 10 mils on the side. And holy crap, this thing is hecka heavy. I'm gonna wait and double check, but the other things we gotta pull off, I gotta pull off this grill still. We're gonna have to drill holes to mount it, and I gotta debate if I wanna pull off this whole mechanism, if it's even worth it. But this is so heavy. Probably at the end of the video, I'm gonna weigh it all and see what it weighs. I already know what that hood weighed because we weighed it, but let me show you. We got it tested on already. Granted, the fender gap over here is gonna be horrible because I smashed it. So you can see this huge fender gap, but look on this side. It's pretty good, and even this fender is smashed in too, but we got it pretty adjusted. It sucks when the package came, it had a little nick on here, but I'll contact the company, but it just kind of is what it is. But I'm liking it a lot. I think it looks pretty cool. So me and my buddy, we're gonna finish mounting it up, and then I'm gonna go with hood pins on this, just like I did with the steel one, just because it's safer for me in a way of, like, you don't have cables breaking, you have nothing breaking. But like, this is like literally so light. Like, I probably could pinky this. Look how light this is. I'm lifting that with my pinky. The other one, holy crap, those hoods are heavy if anyone ever lifted them. So we're gonna get some hardware and finish bolting this up. All right, so we got it in and it's looking pretty good. So we also threw the 2 hood pins in. I gotta probably adjust this a little bit, but the hood pins hold it. They're pretty easy to get in and out. This hood is, these are definitely cheap Amazon hood pins. So we did it the exact same way on the side. I got the factory hardware. Yes, I know it's not painted. These bolts are actually from the death cart. But it fits in. The latch goes just like factory. Definitely, oh, we drilled a lot. You can see all that crap coming out. So yeah, definitely the top where we drilled in for the hood pins, you won't really notice it that much. And I definitely nicked it up a little bit, but this inside stuff you'll never see. But it works pretty easy to drop right back down, and I'm a little bit, like, cautious. I just don't want to break anything. But as you can see, it slides perfect. I might do a different hood pin setup just because I don't like how these are just, like, hanging off. Like, I also have to make sure I don't lose them. Okay, in the hole. But it is not coming up and off. So next we're going to drill it out to do the grill. Alright, so we got the hood all on. I still got to get some hardware for the grill. But we got the hood on. It's in their service position. So next what we're going to do is start taking off these fenders. So both my fenders were pretty smashed up. This one was just smashed up from when I bought the car. The car was like $500, so. And then this one smashed up from the wreck. So the new fenders we got are also the fiberglass. Boom! So we got 2 of these. They got some, they got the cool little vents on them. So I'm hoping these will go on pretty easily. It should be a series of 10 mils. Should be pretty simple. I've done a lot of, like, fenders and stuff like that. It's just 10 mils over there. There should be 1 or 2 bolt over here. And then inside the door, if I'm right, yep, there's 2 bolts over there. So we're going to start knocking it out and mock it up. All right, so we got this fender all off. This is definitely a lot heavier. So this is the fender off. I'm definitely going to clean up, like, look at all these leaves and crap that just got stuck in there over time. And I got this little canister. I don't really know what it does. It goes to some sort of green. This looks like a vacuum canister. But yeah, here you can see where it smashed in from that wreck. So it's definitely messing with this headlight a little bit. I might have to cut that out to make it look a lot better. We'll see how it actually looks, but we're gonna start hanging this fender and see where we're at. So I did have to remove the headlights just because there were a few bolts. And as you can see, I massaged this out with a few of my little friendly hammers. These headlights were junk anyways. You see how that one had the crack in it. So we got this side hung up. It's looking pretty good. Use basically all the factory hardware. Some of it I did have to slot it over, so it's not like perfect, but I even got the bolts. I don't know if you could even see them. Let's try to turn the light on. Got the bolt right there. We got the bolt under there, so this has plenty of hardware to hold it. And I'm gonna have to massage it a little bit because right here, well, no, it doesn't even hit anymore. It was hitting a little bit there, and I might have to do a little bit more adjustment, but that panel gap is not bad at all for being like an aftermarket one. And I'm gonna show you what it looks like with the hood down. So with the hood on, it is looking, I definitely gotta adjust it. Like you can see the panel gap definitely opens up as it comes up here. That's all me with my adjustment. So I literally could, if I wanted to get tighter over here, I'll just push in and then put the bolt down. But just for a really quick, it clears the hood. It goes pretty well where the headlight hole is going to be. The only reason I'm not fully adjusting it, making it perfect right now, because all I have to do is loosen the bolts and move it, is because I want to first get the headlights back in and the front bumper in. So right now this is all just kind of not mocked up. It's 100% bolted in there. It ain't effing coming off at all. But pretty good. And then once I'm fully done with all the measurements and everything like that, I will be putting this fender, or not this fender, but the side skirt more in there a little bit better. It's just kind of hanging out right now. That way I can still get access to that bolt. But man, that is looking pretty sweet. And for like just the weight, I'll weigh all this stuff at the end. This is a full steel, so much heavier. I still got to take out that little trim piece and put it back on over there. But I'm going to save all that stuff for like the end. But it's looking pretty good. We're now going to throw the other one up. Oh, and also what I did is, so that stupid little box that was over here, I was afraid it was actually going to be hitting, where's the thing? Hitting the flares that go in over here, so I just ripped it off, and it saves a little bit of weight. So we're going to throw it on, and I'm liking it. So yeah, before anyone says anything, these are actually, they don't do nothing because my fender liner is still in there. If my fender liner was not in there, then yeah, as you would go, it would help pull air out of this wheel and help you get negative, I'm pretty sure it's like negative charged air that goes around that rim. Pretty good. Ooh, looking good. So we got both fenders hung up. They're both secure and mounted. The door's open. Looking pretty good. Like, watch that. Doesn't rub there anymore. So it's looking pretty good there. I still got to fix both the bottom side skirts, but they're looking pretty good. So also what I'm doing really quick, I just have if you notice the grill's missing, I have some shake hand paint. I'm just going to spray it flat black just because it had so many chips on it. It was making it look a little bit ugly. Pretty good. Next, I will be just going to pull out the headlights out of my CLK430, use it as like a parts car a little bit. And just so I at least got working headlights that aren't cracked and all mangled up. Maybe I'll keep them. If not, I was looking on eBay and a couple other places. They have like the blackout headlights, which I think are going to look so sweet on this car. It's just, I'll probably have to wait a week or two to save up a little bit of money. It might be in this video, it might not, but no matter what, I will have headlights on it. And then we're going to do the bumper next. And we're going to have this whole front end fiberglass, and we're going to start weighing everything. And I can tell you right now, just from like the little bit of holding stuff, night and day difference with this car. And I'm super happy. So another thing I like about these fenders, I don't know if you could even tell, but I lost so many LBs up front over time that I used to have a huge gap over here, even with lowering it. And for whatever reason, these fenders dip down a lot more than factory. So it kind of sealed up that gap. So my stance don't look too bad anymore. Because my rear was always a little bit lower just from when it would like sink and rip and kind of dig. But it is looking so much nicer. Now I just got to get the front bumper on and headlights and all the other rigmarole. All right, so the next step was, if you notice, these headlights are not the CLK55 headlights. These are from my CLK430, but my 55 one from the wreck. This one, all the mounting tabs were broken. It was just messed up on the inside. And over here, this lens was smashed out. So these are from my CLK430. I'm most likely going to clean them up, but for right now, or I might even just get some blacked out ones. But for right now, they are free. I just had to go pull them off the other car, and they work. One thing that did happen before, I don't know if you remember seeing that these had like huge gaps over here, and mainly because the whole mounting setup from over here from the wreck was broken off. So I just kind of like built up this little tab. I'm going to clean it up a little bit better, but it was just a piece of metal I cut out from scrap and then welded it in. I did the same thing on this side, so now these headlights, they don't move at all. You know what I mean? But now the next big part of the fiberglass front end is the front bumper. So this is the exact same one that I had on before. I just had to reorder it. For whatever reason, this one didn't come with mesh like the other one did. They're from the same company. But I kind of like the style of this one, so I just reordered it. And they're getting kind of hard to come by, at least for me, and when I was looking for it. And the price shot up on them. When I bought this was $250 plus shipping. This one was well over that now. So to mount this one, it's going to be pretty simple. You're going to drill 2 holes or just 1 hole if you want, and you mount it on the side. And then in the headlights, they got 2 mounts over here. And then for my last one, what I did, which I'm probably going to do the same thing, I put 2 holes over here, and I mounted it right to that center bar. Just because I was a little bit worried of, like, God forbid, at high speeds, because I take this car easily 160, 170. I didn't want the air to catch this and rip it down, so I added 2 little things over there where I'm probably going to do the same thing. And they should be pretty much covered with this whole trim piece that goes over here. Bam, we got the bumper on. The grill's installed. Looking pretty good. It's kind of like, I think people would say, like a Mona Lisa. Looks really good from far away right now. So we definitely fixed up a lot of the panel gap around the headlights. I added those 2, you can see them, they come out like sore effing thumbs. Those 2 bolts right there. Also, with those 2 bolts ended up helping out. They helped pull out that pull in the bottom of it, and they made it look a lot better for the bumper. You probably don't need to install them. I also did it because factory, there's 2 studs that come out like right around there. But it's looking, I think it's looking pretty good. I definitely want to polish up these headlights because they are looking a little bit faded. But pretty good. I still need to get a little hood emblem, because I'm debating if I want to go with the factory one that kind of sticks out or just do like a flat one. I'm really pushing towards a flat one, so I just need to pick one. And for some reason, I'm really liking this matte black color. Like, I think that looks pretty cool. I might paint the whole car that. Like, I'm super happy about that, because if you knew, my paint was already pretty messed up on this car. I mean, it's a $500 AMG. What'd you expect? But pretty nice. And bam! This is it, all out. I took it for a drive. We went about, I'm going to say 5 miles over the speed limit, and wow, it is holding up really good. We did a couple fun runs here in a nice little Mexico area we got. One issue that I did find is I got to tighten up this hood, this one, because it does push down a little bit. I don't know if you could tell. Yeah, you hear it? That's just rubbing right there, so I will have to fix that, but it's still dirty as heck. But man, it is looking pretty nice. Here it is, guys. I mean, geez, I'll say, like, with all that weight I removed out of the front, you feel it. When I do a 20 roll, this thing spins at 60 now, and these are R888, so I'm gonna have to, and well, I mean, it's like 40 degrees outside right now, and it's probably the coldest this car's ever been in Florida. So we're doing pretty good. Like I said, we did a couple pulls in Mexico. I raced, I think it was like the Infiniti Q63 Coupe. I talked to the guy. He was a really cool guy. Man, we ran. I wish I would have had the GoPro going, but we had some fun. So if there's any other one of those, I'm gonna look exactly what those are called, the motor and everything like that. I think they come with a couple Infinitis, but I'll run a couple more of those. But next video, I'm gonna go see exactly how much this car weighs. I'm gonna go see how much all the weight reduction we did with the whole front end of the car. And this car still has radio. It's still a very comfortable car to drive on the road and go to work. I drive it to work all the time. But thanks, guys, for watching. Make sure you guys hit that like and subscribe button. I'll talk to you guys later.